what does it mean to trust God? What does it look like to trust God? I was somebody who was going through a really rough transition period, and it was always these people in my ear that were like, you just have to trust God. And I think when I would first hear that, it was the most frustrating thing to hear because I'm like, I feel like I'm 10 feet drowning in water right now. And the only advice you have for me is to trust God. Like, I don't know what even to trust God with. I don't know where my life is taking me. I don't know what direction is happening. And you're telling me to trust God. Obviously, faith is the foundation for everything when it comes to your relationship with the Lord, because it is very, very important for you to believe in Him and to believe in the plans that He has for you and the promises that He has promised you. It is so fundamentally important that you have faith in your relationship with Him, because that is all that He really wants from you, is for you to believe in Him and to put all of your trust into Him. When I look at this idea of what does it mean to trust in the Lord, I kind of look at it as doing something and being okay with not knowing what the outcome is. As human beings, we naturally fear the unknown. Like, we are literally beings that seek to find out what we do not know. We are curious. We always want to know the outcome of everything. We want to know what our future entails, because who doesn't? Who doesn't want to prevent something bad from happening to them? And knowing exactly which direction they're going to go in their life, who their future husband or wife is, and what school they're going to go to or get into, just what job they're going to have, how many kids they're going to have, what is their life going to look like down the future. Everybody wants to know this information. And a lot of the times we seek into new age practices to try to figure out that mystery of the unknown. To know that the unknown is supposed to be unknown. Being okay with that and really sitting with that, being like, I don't know the outcome of what's going to happen. I know I'm going to make this decision because it feels right and it feels like the Holy Spirit is telling me to make this decision. I don't know what the outcome of it is going to be, but I know that I'm going to be okay, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be in God's hands and I trust Him. That was the number one thing I think that has helped me with trust in the Lord and trusting the plans that He has for you and the promises that He has promised you, was being okay with the unknown. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And the Lord has said that in His word plenty of times, that we do not know what tomorrow is going to bring, but we do know that He has us and He has our hands and He is taking care of us. And once you're okay with unknown, it's kind of like you kind of take your hands off everything. You're like, okay, I leave it up to God. I'm going to live my life day by day. I'm going to do exactly what I need to do. I'm going to do what the Lord is leading me towards, and really trusting that whatever it is that He's having me do every day, and whatever assignment I'm fulfilling, knowing that He has the other end of it. He has the end that I can't see. He's working behind the scenes in ways that I can never imagine. And that includes the unknown. He is there and He sees it and He's working there in that direction. Instead of trying to seek an answer from Him all the time, I started to ask Him, what did He want from me? So really trying to figure out exactly what it was the Lord was telling you, instead of being like, okay, I need a sign for this, or Lord, I'm gonna do this. What is the outcome going to be? And again, instead of trying to like seek that unknown and ask Him like, oh, like, is this the direction I should be going into? Really trying to work on hearing Him and being like, okay, I feel like He's telling me to go this direction, and just go it. Second guessing too is another thing that can kind of be a little bit tied into that. You don't want to second guess anything. I am a big second guesser. That's something that I'm working on, but it has cost me so much when it comes down to hearing the Lord and hearing exactly what it is that He's telling me to do and the direction He's trying to take my life into. Because I will be like, oh, the Lord told me to do this. And then sometimes it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, why would He tell me to do this? Well, that wasn't the Lord telling you to do that. That was the enemy, or that was somebody else. Like, no, you don't want to do that. And then it's like, should I do that? Oh, maybe it was Him. Lord, give me a sign if it's you. Like, I'm constantly trying to figure out exactly what it is that He's telling me. And I feel like that comes down to trust, like just genuinely not having trust in Him. And that's where that confusion can start to come into play. So when you start to sit down and you're like, okay, I'm going to hear Him, I'm going to seek His voice, and hear exactly what he wants me to do. And if he tells me to move on something, I'm going to move. I'm going to move quickly. Because at the end of the day, that's having disciplines. That's having disciplines in what he's telling you to do and the direction that he's telling you to go into. And when you have disciplines and you move and you're like, okay, I'm going to take this next action, you are trusting him in putting everything that you don't know, again, like you don't know what the outcome is going to be. You don't know what that direction is going to take you in, but you're putting your trust into him, being like, okay, I know that the Lord is going to guide me in this direction, and he's going to honestly guide you in whichever direction you decide to take. But when you really do seek him out, it allows you to have more trust, because it's like, this is coming directly from the source. This is coming directly from the Lord. So I know for a fact I will not get steered wrong going down this path, going to this direction, making this decision, because at the end of the day, it came from him. And he's going to do whatever is in like my best interest. A lot of the times when you start to seek the Lord and you dive deeper into your relationship with him, your desires start to change. We get these desires, I would say, or even like you hear the Lord speaking to you about something that isn't good for you. And you're like, well, I can't give this up because it's my security. Like, if I give this up, then I won't have X, Y, and Z. But sometimes whatever it is that's giving you that security isn't good for you. The Lord needs you to give it up. He needs you to trust him. And when you take those big steps, those big jumps of being like, okay, I'm going to give this up. I'm going to give up this level of security. I'm going to give up this person. I'm going to give up this environment because I'm feeling called that it's not necessarily good for me. That is when your trust really starts to grow with the Lord. Like, I am telling you, you guys, doing something, and this is why I know this is why I even had the realization that fasting was so good for you, because it allows you to rely solely on the Lord. You don't have food anymore. You don't have your energy source. So what are you going to do? You're going to pray, ask the Lord for strength, and you're going to rely on him. Allowing yourself to pulling yourself out of specific situations that give you comfort or give you security, and literally being like, okay, I know this isn't good for me, so I'm going to pull away from it, and I am going to trust in whatever the Lord has for me, whatever plans that he has for me, to know that it's going to better me in some way, shape, or form. Because a lot of the times when you have that gut feeling, or you have something in you that is telling you this isn't right for you, or you need to leave, or you just know at the end of the day, this sometimes, yes, it may feel good, but it's not good for you. And when you have those moments, that is when you need to get up and move. And getting up and moving will genuinely help you increase your trust in the Lord. And at the end of the day, I feel like faith and trust work hand in hand with each other. Like, if you have faith, you will have trust. But at the end of the day, I do think that you can have faith and not have trust, because there has been a lot of times where I've had faith in something in the Lord, and I'm like, okay, I know that you are going to change my situation around. I know that what you have promised for me, you will do. I know that. But there's been times when I'm like, I can't give this up, because what are you like? I can't give this up. I need this right now. Like, this is helping me do this. This is helping me live right now. How am I supposed to give this up? And the Lord is like, trust me. And I'm like, I don't know, man, because what's gonna happen? Having trust in the Lord ties very closely in as well with consistency, and just being consistent in with whatever you're doing. So, some days trust really does look like waking up and doing something over and over and over and over again, and being really consistent, and just really trying to see the results from something, and trusting the Lord that something good is going to come out of it, regardless if you've gone a few weeks and nothing has been shaken from it. I do think that consistency and comes with, obviously, faith without works is dead. So being consistent and having faith in the Lord, but also trusting him, knowing that he is guiding you and molding your path for you, and honestly making you into the most perfect person for your journey and for his will for you. I think that is one of the most powerful things. Staying consistent, having trust in the Lord looks like being not fearful of the unknown, allowing him to guide your day by day, and just doing all that you can on your end. The Lord will meet you halfway. He don't want you to run all the way to him. He comes towards you and he will meet you halfway. He just wants you to focus on him, have that trust in him. Trust is not an easy thing. It's definitely, I personally feel like it's a kind of like a practice almost. Like the more you trust in the Lord, the easier it comes. That also goes into your mentality, shaping your mentality and changing your mind to just literally have faith and trust in the Lord. Having that power in your mentality and in your mind, you're not going to always know the unknown. And I think that's perfectly fine. You're not going to know the outcome of everything. Stop trying to seek answers from other sources, because a lot of the times that can mess you up mentally and it can steer your focus away from the Lord and what he genuinely really does have planned for you. Because you can try to go seek the future from another source and they could tell you something that is 10 times less than what the Lord even has for you, and you're going to be chasing the wrong thing the whole time. Whatever you're doing, whatever you want, whatever you're desiring right now, continue to pray to the Lord about it, continue to speak to him about it, but also be okay with not knowing the outcome of what is happening, and really listening to him, asking him, where do you want me to go? Where do you want me? Which direction do you want me to take in life? And when you start to hear him speak, because you will, he will find a way to speak to you and for you to be able to digest it in the perfect way for you. When you digest it, when you start to understand exactly what it is that he is telling you to do, have trust in him, and you will know, and just rely on that feeling, rely on that Holy Spirit telling you to lean in this direction and to go where you need to go. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about trust and what it looks like to even have trust in the Lord, because I know for me, it was definitely really hard. Like, I had a hard time trying to figure out exactly what that meant to even trust in the Lord. And when I started to connect the dots with it literally being the root of being okay with the unknown, that's when everything started to kind of unravel with me. And I was like walking through and finding different points along the way of building my trust with the Lord that allowed me to fully have that trust in him. Everything will start to make sense, and just practice building trust with him every day. It gets easier. I love you guys, and I will see you in another video. Bye.